Hello friends, welcome to our channel Maths Wala Suraj Madhu. Today we have brought another video for you. As you know, we have started with Okta tutorial playlist. In that we have covered different things like how can you create your free trial account, how can you create users, manage users, how can you integrate Okta with other applications such as Salesforce, Ping, Google with OIDC or SAML. So if you haven't watched all these video, please go through the playlist. You will get to know all the integrations and all. In this video, we are going to how can you get the OIDC token from Okta via Postman, or how can you use Postman to test OAuth 2.0 or your OIDC like exchange token is working or not. So that I am going to show in this video. If this video help you, then please do like, subscribe, and share. So let's start. You need to go to Postman, and in that you need to create one new collection. Once you create new collection, you need to go to authorization section. Here in auth type, you need to select auth 2.0 or auth 2.0. So we'll select that. So after that, we will name the token. You can give any name you want. So I will just give here as Okta token, as I'm going to exchange token with Okta, that is ID token and access token. So basically we'll keep that here. And for callback URL, I'm taking it authorize using browser. So I will get this callback URL. I need it when I will configure in Okta. So now we will log in into Okta, and now you need to go to application section. In application section, we'll click on application, and in that I will create a new app integration. So click app integration. We'll select OIDC here, OpenID Connect. We'll select web application and we'll click on next button. So once I click on next button, I need to give a name here. So I will name it as uh, Postman Postman testing. I will naming it as Postman testing, and after that I need to register my redirect URI that I have copied from Postman. So we'll go again. We'll copy that URL, callback URL of Postman, and that I will paste in Okta. Okay. So once I pasted it, sign out URL for now. It won't needed. We'll click on save button. I think something is missing. Yeah, we'll skip group assignment for now. Or one thing we can do, allow everyone in my organization to use it. So we'll click on save button, and after clicking on save button, I will get client ID and client secret from here. So we'll copy the client ID, and that I will paste in Postman here. Now I will need client secret. So first I need to activate it in Okta. So we'll go there and we'll click on generate new client secret, and after generating it, we'll copy it from here, and that I will paste in Postman. And after that, scope for now I'm using basic standard scope of OIDC, that is OpenID, email, and profile here. So we'll type it as OpenID, email, and profile. And after that, for state, what we will do, we'll add state. You can put any random string you want. Basically it is used for transaction, to keep it secure, but for now we are testing token, we'll keep it random string only. And now I will need other URLs such as authorized URL, token URL. For that I will need to get to a discovery URL of Okta. So I pasted in the browser, and as you can see, all the URLs are listed here. So I will copy authorized endpoint from here, and we'll go to Postman, and we'll configure that. So once I have configured this authorized URL, I need to get access token URL. So we'll go to Okta again. We'll copy token endpoint from here, and that I will paste in Postman. So as you can see, I pasted in Postman for token endpoint, and now we are ready to go, I think. So what we'll do, we will have button that is get new access token. We'll click on that, and once I click on that, it will redirect to my Okta login page. So I need to enter my Okta credential here and log in into here. So I will enter my Okta credential. I'm entering my password here. So after that, I will click on verify button, and we'll also need MFA code. So I will enter my code here, and as you can see, Yeah, you need to allow the pop-up. So I will allow pop-up here. We'll click on open, and you can see the call is authenticated. And now we will get both the token, that is access token and ID token. So as you can see, we have got both token, access token as well as ID token. So what we will do first, we will copy access token from here, and that if I want to decrypt that token, so I just need to go to jwt.io. We'll enter that and we'll enter our token here. So our token will be in decrypted format, and as you can see, the value of tokens, we have different parameters here, audience, subject and all. And after that we have a scope and all, and the most important thing is ID token for us. So what I will do, I will just go there and will copy that ID token, and that I will paste in jwt.io. So I will get all the informations of user that I need to that I need for login and all. So we'll copy that ID token from here, and after that we'll go to jwt.io and we'll open in a new tab, jwt.io, and there I will paste JWT web token. So I pasted here. As you can see, different claims of user are there, such as subject, name, email, issuer, and all. And as I haven't asked for any custom attribute, so it hasn't given me any custom attribute. In the next video, we are going to ask for group and all, so it will give that also. That I will show how can you configure. So for now, we have successfully got the token, but suppose sometime you might make mistakes. Then how can you resolve that? Suppose I have tampered client secret here, and if now I will try to get exchange token, so simply it will give error. As you can see, it has our call is authenticated, but once it will try to get that token, it will give error related to client secret. Yes, as you can see on the screen, you can simply click on view console and you will get the error, and you can know that why your call is failing, that you can know. So I think we have tampered client secret, so it is giving error as invalid client. So similarly, you can tackle any error if you got in this by viewing console. So I hope this video is helpful for you, and if you try that also, basically I have just demonstrated that if you are building any OIDC applications, and if you want to test it without public URL and all, so you can simply test it with Postman using localhost, and only you can also test that. In some video I will show that also, and these videos are giving you any help in configurations, in understanding the flow, then please do like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching this video.